Hey there, welcome back. Now, it's gonna be a vlog for today's video, and this week is actually a busy week for our TMC, specifically our TMC beverage cart, kasi we have 2 bookings. And in this video, I'm gonna be sharing to you behind the scenes and also share some tips, especially to those who would also like to start their own pop-up cart or pop-up coffee cart. So if you're interested with that, then keep on watching.
We're now here at the venue. Look at
promise I'll be sharing some tips to those who would like to start their own coffee cart business if you want to start. And also, aside from the tips, I also would like to share some struggles or some challenges that you might encounter along the way. Kasi ayokong isipin nyo na once you start a coffee cart business or any type of business, you'll instantly get rich and everything is a bed of roses. Because sometimes, sadly, starting or having a business or being your own boss is too sensationalized. That many people think that when you have a business, when you start one, it's already success. Actually, no. Sorry to disappoint. Kasi success is more than just starting the business. It's actually sustaining it and riding through that crazy entrepreneurial ride. And if you think the entrepreneurial journey and the ride is a straight line, hindi po. It could be a line na going up eventually, but it's not straight. It's full of ups and downs. But when you look at it in the long term and when you zoom out, it's basically going up. It's up to you. Nasa you na yan. If during that downside, you will bounce back so that in the long term, it's basically going up. So if you're somebody who is just looking into starting a business kasi gusto mong kumita ng pera agad-agad, and you're not willing to go through that entrepreneurial ride which is full of ups and downs, wag na lang. Kasi a lot come to me asking how they can start their own business, and then when things get tough, ayan na, they lose now the drive to continue their business. So, if you're somebody na would like to start their own coffee cart business and also very much willing to go through that ups and down ride of the entrepreneurial journey, then ito na yung tips. Number 1, plan out your menu well. So, I know it might be very tempting to offer a variety of drinks, no? Kasi gusto mo talaga, when somebody would inquire for your coffee cart, it would be very enticing kasi maraming menu. But you have to look into the how. How will you be able to make the drinks? What are the ingredients? And most especially, put in mind na gagawin mo yung mga drinks on-site and not in your cafe. So, think about on the how of making your drinks. Would you need, of course, you need the espresso machine. Would you need a blender? Would you need ice? And with that, you would know if kaya mo siyang i-transport from your cafe or from wherever you put in your things to the event for your coffee cart. So one challenge maybe, that you might encounter in really producing a lot of drinks, especially the iced drinks, is yung ice mismo. Especially if wedding siya or event siya na outdoor kasi madaling matunaw yung ice. So, always consider that. In our case, we bought additional styrofoam, Styrofoam yung lalagyan ng ice. Kasi it can retain the texture of the ice better compared sa yung mga coolers na plastic. And of course then, make sure na your supplier for the ice is really the B2B or business to business rate and hindi yung binili mo sa grocery or wheresoever, which is a lot expensive. And very important, when you plan out your menu, make sure you have your ideal market in mind. Sino ba yung ideal customers mo ng yung pop art coffee business or your coffee cart business? Ano kaya mga drinks usually yung gusto nilang inumin if there would be that coffee cart in their events? So may that be coffee, milk tea, fruit tea, fraps, whatsoever. Always think about your target market, and we call it the market check. Second tip, think about your logistics. So ito namang second tip is actually it would depend now on your menu. Yeah, always number 1 tip talaga is look into your menu, plan it well. Kasi kapag marami kang nilagay dyan, of course, marami kang itatransport. Another thing is if yung menu mo would need a lot of equipments that would need electricity. Remember, if we say pop-up carts or coffee carts, it could be in places na hindi masyadong convenient yung mga outlets. It could be in a park. It could be an outdoor wedding or whatsoever. It could be like an intramurals sa mga schools. And make sure na yung nag-book sa'yo, you mentioned to them that you would need electricity wiring. And take note din ng mga wattage ng mga equipment mo. Kasi you might have a very big machine and then yung binigay sa kanila, sa'yo for an outdoor event, just very small. So, there might be a problem with regards to the supply. Ayaw mo naman na masira yung gamit mo because yung binigay na electricity sa'yo is not enough for your equipments to function. So meaning, before you accept any booking, kung meron mag-inquire sa'yo, huwag masyadong excited ha. Always check the location. Saan ba gaganapin yung event? Kasi kapag outdoor, your number one concern would be your source of electricity. So let's say, meron talagang problema sa electricity wiring. What you can do is negotiate with the client. Perhaps you have to change your menu, and maybe if you cannot really do the espresso machine kasi yung machine mo is malaki yung wattage, then perhaps you can go through the manual brewing techniques and you change now your menu. So it's up to you now in negotiating with your customers and also letting them understand on the production of your coffee and whatever drinks you would be offering. So wag masyadong superhero ha na you think kaya mo talaga, and when the event is already there, palpak lahat. You don't want that to happen. So always think ahead and negotiate first with your customers. Huwag magpaka-superhero. And of course, sa logistics, so ano bang type of vehicle would you need to transport the things that you would have? So if you would really have that cart, yung talagang parang bar setup, so you would need a bigger one that would transport that cart from wherever it's being stored to the event itself. So let's say dito sa Cebu, there are events na nasa malayo and really on a mountainous area. So of course, we still check the venue, if kaya bang pumasok yung malalaking sasakyan or whatsoever. So just to make sure that we'll be able to do the service well. So also do that. So basically, apart from making sure that you'll be able to service the drinks during the event, make sure you would also be able to transport well all the things that you would be needing for you to have and deliver the service. Ito, number 3, very, very important, get the right people for the job. Now, I know itong coffee cart business, it might be just a sideline, paminsan-minsan lang yung booking, and baka you might be tempted to get just somebody to assist you during that service. However, remember, these people must at least have the skills. And if wala silang skills, you train them ahead before the event. Huwag yung nagtitrain ka during the event. Ayaw mong mapraktisan yung mga customers mo and yung client na nag-book sa'yo, di ba? And aside from skills, of course, you should also look into their work ethics and how they work and are they hardworking enough, and also look into their values. So in our case, during our Ironman coffee cart, we were really very blessed to have great people behind that one. Of course, I am really thankful with our team in the Mezzanine Cafe. Imagine yung last day, which is the 4th day of the event. Of course, diba, kasi yung race is at the morning, dawn. So the roads will close by 4 a.m. as early as 4 a.m. But then we have to serve coffee as early as 7 or 9. So meaning, either maglakad sila from kung saan mag-close yung roads, or they go there earlier before 4. Now, yung maglakad is never an option kasi we have a lot of things to bring every day. Kahit na nakaset up na yung cart doon, we have to bring fresh ingredients and fresh materials every day sa site. Ice, you have the milk tea, we brew it really fresh every day. We have the milk, etc., etc. So, ano nangyari is that our team, pumunta sila before 4 a.m. Grabe. So, ginawa namin, they were housed sa one of the apartments of one of our business partners sa cafe. So, nagstay sila doon. They slept early, of course, no? And then, hinatid sila ng isang partner ko by around 3 or 3:30 a.m. So, doon na sila naghintay sa car hanggang sa buksan yung tent for the event. And they were able to set up earlier there. So, very important, your team member, aside from having the skills, they should be hardworking, they should have the initiative. And of course, a learner. Yung willing talagang matuto, willing makinig, and a team player as well. If you're interested to know more about starting your own coffee cart. I share a lot of more detailed ones in our TMC Pocket Cafe circle. So we have this small coffeepreneurs inner circle. You might want to join. Please check out the link on how you can join our TMC Pocket Cafe. Thank you so much for watching. If you're now opening your own small coffee cart or if you're planning, please let me know. Tag me in Instagram. I am at FailurainMA. I'll see you in my next videos.